Hey YouTube, Common Collector here, and today I'm showing off my updated Batteryman deck profile. It has been a while since I've shown how I've been changing up this deck ever since we lost Thunder Dragon Colossus, so that was a little bit of a hit to the deck, but it really wasn't super crucial, and now the deck just focuses more on doing the OTK style, so we are just going to get right on into the deck profile. So, starting off, pretty standard, we are running the 3 Batteryman Charger. Charger is basically your best card in the deck. He really gets things moving along. He's your tribute monster for the deck. So when he's normal summoned, you are able to special summon a Batteryman from your deck to your side of the field, or your hand if necessary. And then also he gains a pretty serious attack boost, 300 attack for every other Thunder type monster that you control, and we run a lot of Thunder monsters in the deck. So then going on, we have 3 of the Batteryman Fuel Cell. He's your monster that special summons to your side of the field, as long as you have 2 other Batteryman on your side of the field. So very nice card, and then he's also able to pop one of your opponent's cards that's on the field back to their hand. So really nice for a little bit of spot removal, and he can help to set up your graveyard. Going on, then we have 3 of the Batteryman 9-Volt. 9-Volt is my favorite card in the deck. He also just really gets things cooking. He's your best normal monster of the deck. So when he's summoned, whether normal or special summoned, you're able to add a Batteryman monster from your deck into your hand. And then also his attack gets doubled. So he's a 2000 attack normal monster, which is usually pretty decent. The one thing that really does kind of is unfortunate with him is that he destroys himself during the end phase, which I don't really know why he has that effect, but so it's a little bit unfortunate, but sometimes you can use that to your advantage just to help set up the graveyard. I also used to run Supply Squad in this deck, which was a little bit of a nice tech, but Supply Squad is just a little bit outdated for the meta nowadays. Anyways, going on, we have 3 of the Solar. This was a really good card to help run. It's run pretty seriously in Thunder Dragon decks, but unfortunately we can't do that anymore. But basically what he does is when he's summoned, you're able to pitch one of your monsters, your Batteryman monsters, from the deck to the graveyard, so he's basically the deck's Foolish Burial. So again, just helping set up the graveyard. And then also he has an effect that when you summon another Batteryman monster, you're able to generate a Batteryman token, which you're able to use for the tribute effect of your fuel cell. So yeah, the Solar is pretty nice for that effect. Then going on, we're just running 2 of the Industrial Strength. He's basically like a BLS for the deck. You just summon him by banishing 2 of your Batteryman monsters. He's got a pretty good body. His effect is that you can banish 1 Thunder monster from the graveyard in order to destroy a monster and a spell or trap on the field. So really nice, especially if your opponent just has like, even if your opponent has 1 monster that you can't get over, what you can do sometimes is just to set 1 spell or, 1 spell card to your field, and then you'll just have to pop that up for yourself because it is mandatory to destroy both. But you really can get his effect off a lot. And if you're able to destroy both from your opponent's side of the field, a monster and a spell or trap, that can usually be enough that you can swing in for that OTK and finish the game off. Then going on, I am still running the 3 Thunder Dragons, even though we lost Colossus. I still think that Thunder Dragon still has a place in this deck, because what you can do is you can pitch the 1 Thunder Dragon in order to add the 2 other Thunder Dragons into your hand, and that just sort of helps set up your graveyard, and it increases the amount of cards that are in your hand. So it gives you a little bit of extra card advantage for the Danger engine that I run. So then I'll go on into that. I run the 1 Danger Mothman, and then after that, then I also run 1 Danger Nessie, 1 Danger Bigfoot, and 1 Danger Chupacabra. So these guys have a lot of good synergy with your Thunder Dragon. That basically you reveal the Chupacabra, and hopefully you'll discard your Thunder Dragon, and then that will allow you to special summon this to your field, and then that means that you have a tribute monster for your Charger, and then you can really start shooting off your turn from there. So there are other ways in the deck that really work with, if you do end up discarding some of your Batteryman monsters that are in your hand, other ways that you can help mitigate that loss and hopefully still keep the advantage on your side of the board. Then going on, just a little bit of stuff to slow down our opponent is just 3 of the Ash Blossom and Joyous Springs. That way we can hopefully slow down our opponent's full combo and be able to boost over that with our aggressive plays and go for the OTK. As for the spells, we are running 3 Short Circuit. Short Circuit is probably your best spell card of the deck. It really is just a fantastic card. As long as you have 3 Batteryman monsters on your field, you're able to blow up your opponent's entire side of the board. So it's just super. It's just a very aggressive card. It really helps you to push forward for that OTK. Because there's nothing worse than when you get your opponent just. If your opponent has a handful of monsters and you just beat over those, and then their next turn you just don't have any other defenses to keep your board intact, and they beat over you, then that's just sort of the end of the game. This deck just doesn't really recover as well. So this just really helps you to make those really aggressive plays and go in for that one shot. Then going on, just to help us get out our charger, is the Monarch Stormforth. This lets you tribute your opponent's monsters in order for you to tribute summon a monster. So that will help you for your charger, your fuel cell, and also just if you need to boost over your opponent's monster, you could also get out a Thunder Dragon. So really nice little combo that you can do there. The Monarch Stormforth is a really good card. When this came out, it was absolutely broken, and I couldn't believe that it didn't get banned. But yeah, we do still have it at 3 in the TCG, so you got to run it. Then going on, we are running 3 of the Battery Charger. This is the card I was talking about earlier that will help you to mitigate your losses. If you do end up using a danger card and you say you pitch your 9-volt on accident, your opponent discards that, then you're able to use Battery Charger, which will get back your 9-volt, and then you can use him to search off, say, your Batteryman Charger, and then that will help you to extend your plays as well. So really nice card. Then going on, we are running 2 double summons. I ended up getting rid of Card Advance just because I think that double summon is a little bit better of a card. This would be a nice card to run up to 3, especially if you were looking to ditch a few of the danger cards or just to ditch the Thunder Dragon engine in whole. I think that you could run 3 double summon, and that could possibly be a good play, but this is sort of where I've been comfortable at running the deck. Then going on, we are running 2 of the Pot of Desires and 1 Monster Reborn. Monster Reborn, along with these 3 Battery Chargers, that really does help you to extend your plays even more. And the Pot of Desires is just to help us go into those desirable cards that we want to get into. No pun intended there. But now let's go on to the extra deck. As for the extra deck, we are running the 1 Summer Summoner. Yeah, did I say Summer Summoner? Yeah, I think I said that right. He just requires your 2 Thunder monsters, so he's really nice in the deck. Along with Hippo Shinigen, these guys are just nice to help, again, set up your graveyard. Then the 1 IP Masquerena, 1 Underclock Taker just to help with the OTK. The 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Cerberus, and 1 Unicorn just for the whole Nightmare package there. Then going on just for rank 4s, we have 1 Appaloosa, Saryuja, and the 1 Borrelsword. I know that some of these cards are a bit expensive, but it really does not matter for this deck what you run in the extra deck. You hardly ever go into rank 4s. Then going on, we do run a few XZs. The 1 Photon Strike Bouncer. I've explained this before, but I really do like Photon Strike Bouncer in this deck. If you're able to get out 2 of your fuel cells onto the field, and then get your opponent down to about 1,000 life points, then you can go ahead and go on into the Photon Strike Bouncer, and then that will allow you to keep your opponent in check. They won't be able to activate any monster effects. Otherwise, you'll just be able to burn them for that last 1,000 damage. Then going on for rank 5, we have 1 Adrius, the 1 Starleech Paladynamo because we're running lights, 1 Abyss Dweller for graveyard effects, and the 1 Gagaga Cowboy. Cowboy is basically the same reason for Photon Strike Bouncer. If you're able to get your opponent down to about 800 life points and you have 2 of your level 4s on the field, go ahead and just go right into Cowboy, and then that's game over. So anyways, I do have 1 quick combo that we will go right into, and then that will be the end of the video. Okay guys, just to show off 1 quick combo, just to sort of show why the Danger engine in here is so good, in my opinion. So these are just sort of 6 random cards, well 6 thought out cards, but so these 4 here are it's sort of necessary for this combo here. Actually, just sort of those three are. And then these three could be really anything. And I just sort of like the short circuit in for the example. But anyways, let's say, you know, on our opponent's turn, they got out something, we ash, and then, okay, so that's in the graveyard, that's gone. And then this is our remaining hand, and we draw for turn and we pick up our Danger Mothman. So what you would want to do in this scenario is you really don't care if you discard any of these, but you do want to hold on to those. So normal spells can be activated the turn that they're set, so we'll just go ahead and set those right away. Reveal the Danger Mothman, and then that means that we can go ahead and get a random card. Now let's just say for this scenario that our 9 Volt is the one that ends up getting discarded. That means that we now have our Mothman on the field. We could then go ahead and activate that battery charger, which will then summon back the 9 Volt. 9 Volt can search off our Batteryman charger. Then we could go ahead and summon the Batteryman charger by tributing. We haven't summoned yet. And then charger, when summoned, will go ahead and search off the fuel cell. So we can then special summon fuel cell to our side of the field. Because we have 2 or more Batteryman monsters, and then depending on whatever our opponent has on the field, we could go ahead and short circuit in order to destroy all of their spell and traps and monsters on the field. So just hopefully that gives a really quick example as to why we would want to include these cards into the deck. I really do believe that these cards combo super well, really any of the dangers, so that's why I sort of run. And then also the Mothman has good synergy with helping to discard and draw, set up your graveyard, as well as a little bit more synergy to go into your Gaga Cowboy because he is a level 4. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the deck profile and this quick combo tutorial. If you want to check out any of my other videos, I have done quite a few other combos for my Dangers, for my Danger Batteryman builds and stuff, so go ahead and check those out. Otherwise, this is all I'm going to be covering, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys next time. Common Collector out. Thanks for watching.